The Quick Playground plugin for WordPress lets you create an instant copy of your website to test out plugins or themes without worrying about messing up your home site. But it also gives you ways of creating demos or educational tutorials. So if you are somebody who consults or teaches or develops custom plugins or custom themes, this could be something that would be useful for you. If we go to the main Quick Playground screen, we can just click Go to Playground, and it will spin up an instant version of the website, a copy of the website that we can play around with. Now, the sidebar that you see on the right is optional. You can include that or not in your definition for your playground. I can get rid of it now, but if you want to have that, that can provide some additional explanation, documentation. If you're sharing with this with people and they might not understand what they're seeing otherwise, it lets them know that this is something that they can play around, they can edit the content. Let me also just show you that we can very quickly spin up a copy of this same website, but with a different theme. And so this is where you get to experiment with this. This will be live. You can play in it for a little while. You can work with it to see how your content would work in this format. But nobody who happens to come to your website at that time is going to see this, because this is a virtual copy of your website. And there's a more sophisticated builder screen in here where we can actually create several different demos, and we can have them all include different content, different plugins. We can scroll down here and switch the theme. We can select one or more plugins that should be included. With the Pro version, you can also just drop in the link to any theme that's out there or any plugin that's out there, and it will be imported if it's available in the public repository. You can put in custom code. If you've found the JSON definitions of interesting plugin steps, you can actually drop those in here as well. And then we can decide what should be the front page. It doesn't have to be the front page of the actual site. It could be a demonstration page, a tutorial page. We can include one or more pages of the live site. Or there is also just this include key pages, which is sort of a default. It's going to look at everything that is linked to from your home page, everything that's on the menus, and it's going to pull in all those pages. But for a huge site, you don't necessarily want to import the whole thing, not if you want to be able to spin it up quickly. This is where we can say that we want no iframe, so none of that framing, no sidebar, or we want a custom sidebar or the standard sidebar. Those are all options about how this will be displayed. I can make this selection and then go out and see what we've come up with. Let me show you a different application. This is a tutorial I created to allow people to come in and edit a page on the website and experiment with all sorts of different ways of importing images, formatting images, filtering, and using the different core blocks that are available for WordPress. So when somebody clicks here, they're going to get a copy of this website that just has that tutorial as the home page. So it's not the home page of the regular site. And notice these pages actually aren't quite the same, because this one has the video tutorial embedded up top. It has some different text. This one has text that says that I ought to go up to the top and click on Edit Page so that I can experiment with editing the pages of this site. And so from here, the user can come in, they can experiment with editing the images, they can experiment with uploading their own images. So if we look at how this is set up, this is defined as having a different theme than the active theme of the actual website. Pull in that particular tutorial right here. This is a tutorial that's already been selected. and it is directed to go to that specific page of the website rather than the home page as the opening. If we go back to this one, which was just a clone of the Quick Playground website, I can go in and start to make changes to the block theme, for example. So I might go into my header section and decide to make the background color black and the text white. We can save that and we can go out and look at it in the playground environment. Now you just may want to play around, literally, have some experiments, and then go back to your live site and implement the changes that you decided are worthwhile. There is also a way of saving changes to the playground environment. So it's going to save all that content, and so the next time I go into the playground, I should see that altered header. All right, so we have our black background and white text. And if we wanted that to actually be implemented on the live site, we have this definition coming in saying that we see that there's some content that has come back that was a new definition of the header, and I can decide that I want to import that. And that is now live on the live site, the real site, not the playground site, the live site. That ability to save content from the playground for future sessions or to implement back onto your live site, that is something that I've reserved for a pro version upgrade, which you can try out for free. If you actually give me good feedback on it, I might extend that free license for you. But check it out. Let me know if you find it's worthwhile, if it'd be useful in your work. I'd love to work with you to make it better.